Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I have a very spectacular video in store for you today because there's a very particular fractal pattern in the Bitcoin charts that are playing out right now exactly as planned, and we may see a 60% increase from this price up, and I'll be explaining all that in due time. But I want to first touch base with the coin market cap, talking about Bitcoin is right now currently down just 1%. It was down quite a bit earlier after this morning when the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, announced he's gonna speed up tapering. So there's gonna be a meeting coming up in December where the Fed is gonna be talking about potentially not buying as many bonds as they normally do, which is essentially the only thing that is keeping our stock market and economy afloat right now. You can see on a monthly basis, the reduction will see $10 billion less in treasuries and $5 billion less in mortgage-backed securities. So after that news broke this morning, Bitcoin, as a matter of fact, we're looking at the daily charts right here, had a little pullback. Our day started real strong, but we pulled back right here and bounced right on this nice horizontal support line. And, you know, that's good news for Bitcoin, but the stock market continued to see a further dump with the Dow Jones Industrial falling over 600 points. We also have a quick chart here showing that Bitcoin did again bounce, which is what I'm going to be talking about in our technical analysis here in the charts today, which I don't usually bring to you guys. So if you love that kind of content, if you love me bringing you fractal patterns showing a potential 60% increase, smash that thumbs up button. But we're seeing right here, Yahoo Finance is talking about we're bouncing. And Bitcoin likes to go in threes before usually seeing a peak formation. So I'm anticipating another big bounce up from here, and potentially that's going to lead to our blow off top, where then we're going to form potentially a big M pattern at the top, a peak formation, and then correct down substantially, where hopefully all you guys and myself are going to grab profits and dollar cost average out the second we start seeing the market getting parabolic. We've had these descending wedges form multiple times, and every single time from the moment they break out to their highs, you can see we're looking at 60% increase from the breakout point of this descending wedge, which we had right towards the end of July, right when everyone was crapping their pants. Everyone was selling all the Bitcoin they had because they thought the market was going to 10 and 20K. That's what everyone was talking about. Well, right when everyone is in peak fear mode, boom, we had a massive 60% pump right to the upside, and everyone that sold was crying to their mommies. Okay, well, look at what happened again. We topped out right after that mega pump, came back down, and then right again, we formed that descending wedge. And the second we broke out, boom, another till the peak of our next run up, we had a 57% pump once again. So that's 2 times Bitcoin had a 60% pump right out of there. Now, this isn't by no way financial advice for you guys out there betting your whole life savings and houses on this next parabolic pump that may happen. But yesterday, we did just break right out of the descending wedge pattern once again. Now, we had that bad news hit us today, which is why we're in a red doji candle at this point right now, a little indecision in the market. But that's okay right now. In the next couple of days, we're going to watch and see what happens. We have a strong horizontal support line where we saw this candle bouncing from, which is really good news as a matter of fact. If we can just estimate another 60% from this breakout point, we'll keep going up. And that would be right there, 60%. So that's lining up with a Fibonacci level of 92,700 as well. There's confluence with this price target, and that's what I'm really excited about. I don't know if it's exactly going to go to 92,000. Things can just flip on a dime like that if some weird tapering solution comes out again with the Fed saying, hey, inflation's really starting to go crazy right now. We need to stop buying all these bonds and keeping the economy afloat. And that's going to put us in a time of pain in the stock market. But what most people use cryptocurrency for in the first place is an inflation hedge. So if news comes out that, hey, inflation's getting really bad, the US dollar, the economy's turning to crap, that might be a really good sign for Bitcoin to continue pumping on and on. Right now we're getting 1 leg up, 2 leg up, and I'm expecting hopefully the 3rd leg up, and then forming something like a peak formation and a lower high here, and then maybe coming down. So that's what I'm looking at in the charts right now. I want to show you one other thing. If we look at the entire lifetime of Bitcoin, we can zoom out here. I'm going to throw it on the monthly candles. And this chart is what I'm really feeling most bullish about overall, because we've had, and you've probably heard it from Crypto and a couple other channels, but really this is the 11-year resistance that Bitcoin has been facing. Now I've created the logarithmic Bitcoin regression line, as you can see right here from the beginning, 2011, where we've hit all these resistance points, and from every one of those points we've fallen into a bear market, as you can see right here. But on the monthly candles, if you connect the Bitcoin regression line to the candle bodies, which is more important than just connecting it to the candle wicks, we are actually breaking out. And we've broken out a few months ago, and we're currently riding this diagonal support line right on up. So as long as we don't break beneath that, I remain extremely bullish on the longer term timeframes for Bitcoin. Now, if you connect this regression line to the wicks at this point, we technically have not broken out of this 11-year resistance. So it's really a toss-up right now, but you can see we're building up more and more pressure in the corner angle of this triangle right now. So it can go one way or the other, but right now I think indications are pointing towards higher inflation. The fundamentals of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general are just increasingly becoming more and more prominent. Countries are adopting it. I think we have the chance here to, even with the connecting at the wicks with this logarithmic regression line, I think we have potential to break out from here. So if we break out, that's where we're going to see, you know, just $10,000 daily candles coming in with Bitcoin, because there's really no resistance. Breaking out of an 11-year resistance, I mean, since the inception of Bitcoin, is just massively huge. So I'm going to be keeping my eye very closely on this. I really have been studying this day in and day out, watching all kinds of other channels, and Benjamin Cohen is just massively killing it. He's getting like 100,000 views per day on his videos, and he also was mentioning the Bitcoin regression line here. So it's really as clear as day. Bitcoin is following these technical patterns. It had support. It found it right here in the Ichimoku cloud. And as far as adoption, Bitcoin addresses have reached an all-time high of 39 million addresses holding a non-zero sum. So anything over 0.001 or whatever Bitcoin, they've now passed that at an all-time high of wallets opened. It's just more and more adoption is coming for us. I mean, this is the way of the future. My buddy's in a conference right now in Miami, doing some crazy metaverse stuff. The metaverse coins are just going insane. And even if we take another look at the daily, we have a nice green dot, a big momentum wave coming right here, a big anchor wave on Market Cypher, showing that we are going to have a lot of momentum coming back up. So that's where I can see this other big momentum wave coming right up like that. That's what's leading me to believe we can have another big leg up here, hopefully getting another 50-60% pump here on the Bitcoin price. If we come down and look at a smaller time frame, it looks like we're consolidating here on the 4-hour. We had that big wick up, and that's where I woke up this morning at like 7 a.m. and saw I was up 75% in this Ethereum 10x leverage trade. I bought in right around $4,400, and the price, just in the time I woke up this morning from when I went to sleep the other night, went up over $300. Posted about it here on Instagram. And it was just a simple W pattern play right at that retest. I saw that we were confirming the breakout, and I'm like, yo, I am about to take profit. Let's go. Right around the time when Jerome Powell dropped that news about tapering, and we just, crashed right down. We were about to top out, breaking 60,000. We were at 59,200. And then we got these momentum waves showing a little shift coming down. Looks like the money flow is still in the red, but if you notice here, this red money flow is starting to come up to the green. So once we get that, that's going to be when we can have another big leg of hopefully that money flow showing the green coming up like that. And that's what I'm looking for, guys. So thanks a lot. This is my quick TA video for you guys. I've made like 1 or 2 of these in the past. So thanks again for watching, and subscribe for more so I can see you again in the next video.